potential nuclear material, holding in his unseen hands the key to world power. But the amazing transparent man wants first vengeance.
If I choke you hard enough, you'll bring me back.
And for anyone harboring memories of the original Invisible Man, please don't think plagiarism, cloning, or rip-off. The Hollywood term is reworking the concept. But the genre that it leads us into is one of my all-time favorites, the science fiction B-movies of the late 50s, early 60s, whose themes, as you'll see, encompassed voyages into the future, intruding aliens from outer space, man was not meant to tamper with the unknown, and unscheduled landings on the planet Cheapo.
The power, cut it!
Wait a minute, look!
You are still in your own world, Earth. The year is 2071.
The Time Travelers. Preston Foster, Philip Carey, Mary Anders, John Hoyt, and Dennis Patrick take you into a world beyond belief, where a season's growth can be condensed into seconds. Variable light becomes a seductive melodic symphony. And the Lumicord, the love machine, gives sensuous stimulation that conditions both men and women to a fuller, richer life of love. This is the world of the force field barrier, the laser pulse beam, the vibratransporter, and the Alpha Centauri starship.
We saw this with our own eyes, an object the like of which we had never seen before. A frightening, strange-shaped, descending, relentless purpose. Where did it come from? And what did it want of us?
Hello! Hello, hello! It's an aircraft, all right, but like nothing I've ever seen before. Hello! What do you mean? Hello, hello! It's like something from another planet.
Do not try to follow me. You cannot get help. Around this house, I've drawn an invisible wall through which no one may pass.
Get back or I'll fire.
You fool.
Get back! Shoot, man, shoot!
64 years into the terrifying future. A beautiful, horrible cave world you've never dreamed of. A beautiful girl and love. Mankind was made sterile in a great cosmic plague. A new Adam and Eve are the only male and female left to repopulate the world. The jealousy of a she-devil frees the bloodthirsty killer slaves.
Follow me, soldiers of revenge. I'll lead you to the captain, to food, to freedom!
Will you die 64 years from today? We challenge you to see the most terrifying picture ever made. See the picture of your life or death.
Our ship is being drawn toward an asteroid. Instruments completely out of operation. I'm going to try to land. I don't think I'll make it.
See the first man land on the Phantom Planet. See a 6-foot man shrink to 6 inches before your very eyes. Introducing Dolores Faith as Zetha, the girl from outer space, whose beauty secrets are wrested from the cosmic rays of the Milky Way. Thrill to the awe-inspiring battle for survival.
Activate the gravity curtain.
The fantastic power of the weapons of outer space. Cosmic rays destroying the Solarites.
A film that did for special effects what the Three Stooges did for metaphysical transcendentalism. Well, besides offering us glimpses of the splendiferously dotty, those B-movie trailers also brought us touches of the comfortingly familiar, and never more so than in their dialogue, where the same lines would crop up so frequently we could almost chant them along with the actors. So here's a small nosegay of them we put together under the title Shootout at the Cliché Corral.
We're here to settle this business, and nobody leaves until we do. You see, the person who killed Hallam and Rigg is here in this room.
Please.
No, Helen. I've got to do it my way.
Hello? Give me that phone. Operator. Operator. This is Police Lieutenant Mulford. Trace that call.
Well, I won't do it. He can do whatever he wants to, but I'm not taking a dive for anybody.
This is from Charlie.
My organization is taking over.
Why are you asking me all these questions?
All right. We'll use the tear gas.
You be nice to us, girlie. We'll be nice to you.
Take your hands off me. I don't know how I could have ever let you touch me.
Maybe I'm weak, but I can't take it anymore.
I'm scared. Stay by me tonight.
I'm all alone here, and I'm terrified.
Oh, darling, don't you understand? I'm frightened. Nick, I was so terribly afraid. If anything had happened to you.
Jimmy, you will be careful, won't you?
Hello, this is Dick Barton here.
This is Adele.
Now listen, Adele. I've got to the bottom of what's going on. It's the most fearful thing you've ever heard. The life of the whole country is in peril.
Your Highness, Pador's army has entered the palace.
Your brother has been a captain for 10 years, right?
What does that prove?
Nothing. Or everything.
Don't you even know your own name?
Of course I do. My name is...
Don't, Gordy. It doesn't matter.
This is the professor who did not believe.
I do not believe. And with dialogue like that, who cared about the plot? Well, nowhere did what was promised depart further from what was delivered than in the trailers for that second species of X-certificate film, the very high sex content ones. Films some people used to refer to as cold weather movies. The reason being that no matter what time of year you saw them, you always came out the cinema like this. Anyway, we're starting this little group of sickening disappointments with the tantalizingly titled Nymphettes.
From France, the country renowned for frank and offbeat films, comes this story of today's teenagers, the youngsters in search of new thrills and new excitements, the boys and girls who defy convention. Nymphettes, filmed in the bars and the boulevards of Paris, tells the intimate story of today's beat generation, tells it without cant and always with candor.
And so it began, the perilous journey to the moon. The beginning of a new and unbelievable adventure. See it happen. The search for a secret paradise where a strange race of moon dolls rule supreme. Man enters a new civilization. Through his eyes, you will see a fascinating and unbelievable new world. Here he discovers a nature camp on the moon. The endless excitement of a newfound paradise. It will take you out of this world.
stumbled out of the jungle, drained dry of man's essence.
White sirens of Africa.
Man-hungry, love-hungry women, living in a paradise of desire, whose strange tribal customs are so feared by the natives that their wildest ceremony is a prayer to their pagan gods to exorcise the sirens. Women who stalk the jungle, hunting white men on safari and holding them captives as prisoners of passion. He told us that rogue elephants were their friends, man-eating lions their pet, and that they laughed at killer crocodiles, submitting only to the overpowering gorilla. His tale sounded like jungle fever dreams. Then it happened.
Me, boy, you no take all husband. We take knife man.
All together, boy. Boya, boya. It's interesting how yesterday's porn becomes today's quaint. Anyway, it rounds off this affectionate tip of the hat to what I hope you'll agree has been an unfairly neglected area of cinema entertainment. Its day came to an end when they stopped making B-movies in favour of putting on extra performances of the big picture. And now that cinemas themselves are becoming as scarce as hospitals, the only way the trailers for those movies are ever likely to be seen again is if someone discovers we've got a few hundred more tucked away. And if that ever happens, well, who knows? The cry of boya boya humba may once again be heard in the land. See you.
What do you think I am?
Tonight at 11:15, Julie Walters.
Lionel's an excellent barrister, aren't you, Lionel? Oh, my God! This is very serious, Auntie Christine.
A movie premiere. Personal services.
This is no way to treat a lady!
Tonight at 11:15.
Would say I love you to a man when she's only just met him that night.
You're not able to deal with your emotions because from what we've all said so far is that men actually aren't because they don't get down to the nitty-gritty and talk about it.
There's a lot of accusations being thrown very early in this, I might add.
Women have the last word on Men Talk tomorrow at 10:15 on 4.
We've animation from Estonia now on 4, beginning with Hardy Volmer and Riho Unter's plea for a country long repressed. War.
O'clock every weeknight, we show either the first or the second film in a series of...
What's this lunchtime girl doing? Pigeon spotting? Or are they spotting her? Neither, folks. She's composing. And so is this man. The no parting thoughts together and have him towed away. 2 and 2 make 5 because it rhymes with jive. And we'll find heaven on the 7. On the green line down the circle. Everybody's writing songs, folks. Even the silent service has been known to grope for the elusive melody in the key of C, of course, their favorite C. Song for you, sir. This is a contemporary occupational disease. It's harmless, odorless, and could be profitable. But most of all, it's democratic, a habit acquired from our cousins in America, a country where even an ordinary millionaire's son can become president, and vice versa. But these are the amateurs, the spare time Puccinis. What of the professionals, those who dig for gold midst the crotchets and quavers? Let's take a close look at them. Ah, here they come, 2 professional songwriters from their own private hole in the ground. Up at the crack of noon, their cases bulging with divine melodies. Proudly, these young composers carry on a musical tradition that started with Purcell and suddenly ended with Eric Coates. They turn into Denmark Street, the tin pan alley of the musical world, for they have an appointment with Fear, a music publisher. Upon his perception and imagination, all will depend. If he isn't the captain of their souls, he will, for a period, be master of their song. What fate awaits these young, confident musical stalwarts, on whose shoulders the weight of a great tradition rests? Inside, a girl is typing a song.
Mr. Nesbitt, please.
Would you like to take a seat? I'll see you again.
Now, what about these 2 crepuscous cavaliers of song? Right now, you know very little about them. So let's find out. First of all, who are you?
Who are we? Listen, who do you think wrote Hoots in a Holler? House of Bamboo. And Heart of a Teenage Girl.
Beg your pardon. If you wrote those 3 songs, then you certainly earned your reputation. I'm really... sorry, I mean, I had no idea that...
All right, then.
These boys got there the hard way. No Royal Academy of Music for them. The thin one, Bill Crompton, self-taught librettist, came into music via the painting and plastering business. Morgan Jones, the other one, ever heard of him? He once topped the bill at Finsbury Park. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting Thundercat Jones in Cross Hand Boogie!
technique for you folks. Technique, technique, and still more technique. He's a good-looking fella. But this was no vocation for a man with the fire of music in his belly. So he shaved off his moustache and became a composer.
Mr. Smith, we'll see you now.
Hello, Will. Hello, Ben. Oh, yeah. Not too bad. Nice to see you. What have you got? Got a song. You got a song?
This is the moment of truth for our lads. In the pit of their stomachs, no doubt, that dreadful tight feeling we have all had when we first sat for the 11 plus. Beethoven felt that the night his rent was due. Brahms handled Scarlatti when their wives were overdue. And now, Crompton and Jones.
All right, Morgan. Let's hear it.
I'm gonna buy myself a sailing ship. I'm gonna climb a boat and take a trip. And when I find my treasure island, I'm gonna dig around, make like a mole, bury your love in a great big hole, so nobody else can steal you away from me. Well, what can you do with a real cool baby? That's what I'd like to know. What can you do but hold her close and never let her go? I'm gonna buy myself a sailing ship. I'm gonna climb a boat and take a trip. And when I find my treasure island, I'm gonna wrap your heart.
Outside, the cacophony of London, but within, the room is filled with an English voice and peaceful beat music. The calm exterior of the publisher could belie a raging conflict within, the artist versus the businessman. But he's playing it crafty. It would be unwise to display any emotion. The composers wait. This man's criticism will be worth hearing. He's only to hear a song once to decide.
Let's hear it again, Morgan.
Well, we've heard it. So let's leave these boys and seek out another professional, someone who's already struck it rich.
As she was passing by, and to my delight, she took a little...
The voice and the song are all Paddy Roberts. His cat, a rare breed.
In my
Mr. Roberts, what's that song we've just been hearing? What is it called?
It was a part of a song which is on a new LP which has just been issued of mine.
Was that you singing it?
Yes. Why didn't you like it?
Oh, the song was fine. The voice, I mean, how do you make your living?
Well, I wrote a song last year called The Ballad of Bethnal Green. No self-respecting singer would sing it, record it. But an A&R man or a recording manager I know wanted to do it, and he rang me up and said, I've got a great idea, why don't you sing it? And I said, well, I think this is a wonderful idea, except I can't sing. And he said, well, who can these days? Let's have a go.
Oh, I see, yes. Have you always written the same sort of songs that you sing on your LPs?
Oh, no, I'm just an ordinary songwriter, and I've written all the sort of slushy, mushy type of song that we hope is going to get into the hit parade. Things like Softly, Softly, which Ruby Murray did for me, Meet Me on the Corner with Max Bygraves, Pickin' a Chicken, Eve Boswell, and Lay Down Your Arms with Anne Shelton.
Oh, yes. Now, what with your experience, would you consider as the secret of writing a successful popular song?
First of all, you've got to be able to write a competent professional song.
Of course.
This isn't always as easy as it sounds.
Oh, no.
Secondly, you've got to have a large slice of luck. And thirdly, and most important, you've got to know the right people.
Yes.
And if you'll forgive me now, I'm going to try and write a competent and professional song and then show it to the right people.
Right. Let's leave this composer who is sitting on top of his profession for another who is sitting on top of a piano stool. Older folks will remember this song, but how many of you remember who the composer was? Mr. Leon?
Yes?
Harry, tell us first, when did you write that number?
1934. That was in the days when songs were songs and it was melody. When I used to write and sell 2 or 3 songs a week.
How many were hits, Harry?
Oh, Sally, Broken-Hearted Clown, Little Drummer Boy, Down Every Street, hundreds. In fact, I wrote 21 hits in 30 years.
And now things aren't what they used to be, is that it?
No, the simple reason why, because of this rock and roll and beat stuff. But, as I say, good music will come back.
Does that mean, by what you're saying, that you've stopped writing?
Oh, no, certainly not. I've just written a brand new song. Would you like to hear it?
Yes, I certainly would.
Thank you.
This is an age of beat music. Will Harry's latest song face up to the challenge?
You must have a heartache when you fall in love. You must have a down good cry. You must have a heartache when you fall in love. Any lover will tell you why. Ask all those sweethearts that stroll down Lover's Lane. Ask all those couples that stand out in the rain. You must have a heartache when you fall in love, or you can't have a heart at all.
During the last 4 years, Harry Lane has only sold 5 songs, but tastes have changed before, and they could change again, perhaps. He earnestly believes that, as he puts it, good music will come back, preferably to stay.
Ask all those sweethearts that stroll down Lover's Lane. Ask all those couples that stand out in the rain. You must have a heartache when you fall in love, or you can't have a heart at all. You can't have a heart at all.
Meantime, back of the song.
A sailing ship.
This publisher's got to make a decision. Is the melodic line simple enough? Has the lyric got the flip-top king-size words that will hammer into the subconscious of the semi-conscious teenager? As a song, has it the staying power to enable it to stick up there in the hit parade for as long as what? 5 weeks? 6 weeks? These are the exacting standards by which it's being judged. Now, what's his decision going to be?
I like it. It's got a great catchy beat. In the middle really swings. I think the kids will go for it. Dead modern, but kind of old-fashioned and corny as well, you know? I still like it.
Despite what the boys say, he still likes it. On his own private legs and with an unerring sense of direction, he makes his way to his desk, and what? He picked up the phone. The things you can pick up in a publisher's office.
Get me Dick Rowe, dear, would you please?
Dick Rowe? To us, Dick is just a name. But to Crompton and Jones, Dick means something else. Dick is a ray of hope, reaching out into their darkness. It's Dick who handles the artists and their repertoires. Dick, a man whose prestige has spread the length of Denmark Street. Everyone on the street knows about Dick. When he pushes a song, it's bound to go over.
Success. Dick, got a great song by Bill Crompton and Morgan Jones, and I want you to be the first to hear it.
Yeah, what's happened? Norrie Paramore, turn it down. Well, look, you better come over. Let's see. Quarter of an hour, okay?
Okay, Dick, I'll be over right away.
This could be the beginning of another success story. Mr. Crompton and Mr. Jones see the gates of a musical Valhalla opening before them. As they move across the threshold, we leave them to take a peek at a night watchman in old Islington.
Dear sir, I have written a song. I can write down the lyrics, but the music is in my head. Can you help me? Yours faithfully.
Dear sir, many thanks for your letter. I shall be pleased to examine your song if you care to send along a copy of your lyric. and it clothes your head. Yours faithfully, etc., etc.
Meantime, back at the song. And not playing it again.
Keep your fingers crossed. I think you've got a good song there.
Yeah?
Yeah, thank you very much. Next problem is to figure out who can do it.
He's thinking, folks. He's smoking. He's inhaling. He's never had it so good.
What about Gary Mills?
So, they've got a publisher and they're getting a singer. Now, they need an arranger. And in Keith Papworth, they've got one. In the world of beat music, Keith is that rare bird. A man who has studied harmony and counterpoint. Both these handicaps he has triumphantly overcome. Crompton and Jones are well pleased with the way things have gone. Their briefcases bulging in anticipation of advance royalties, they drive to the recording studios on foot. There, Gary Mills is to immortalize their song on disc. That's the back of Gary Mills. And this is the front. Like his records, he's two-sided but not square.
Gary, do you not? I'm sure we'll get it this time.
Do you or not is a contemporary translation of Agitato ma non troppo.
Right, here we go then. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yo ho ho, yo ho.
I'm gonna buy myself a sailing ship. I'm gonna climb aboard and take a trip. And when I find my treasure island, I'm gonna dig around, make like a mold. Bury your love in a great big hole, so nobody else can steal you away from me. Oh, what can you do with a real cool baby? That's what I'd like to know. What can you do but hold her close and never let her go? I'm gonna buy...
Crompton and Jones listen critically. Is Gary Mills getting all the subtleties and nuances of their song? Has he caught the full significance of that pregnant phrase, I'm gonna?
In candy floss, mark my map with a great big cross, so nobody...
To the layman, Gary Mills makes this look all too easy, but is it? I mean, could a tenor from La Scala Milan produce this sound? Personally, I doubt it.
I'd like to know, what can you do but hold her close and never let her go? I'm gonna buy myself a sailing ship. I'm gonna climb aboard and take a trip. And when I find my treasure...
This is heaven, complete with revolving halo.
In candy floss, mark my map with a great big cross, so nobody else can steal you away from me.
At this point, art and industry affect a happy union. Soon, that revolting mess will be little black circular discs bearing the precious song to an eagerly awaiting world, as the throb of machinery echoes the beat of the Crompton and Jones masterpiece. Hour by hour, day in, day out, the master presser spews out its semi-precious load, anything up to 100,000 discs. Of course, they may only sell 1 dozen, but then it's not the first time the public has rejected what could be an important work. The records are rushed hurriedly overland to the head office. On their arrival, the building becomes a hive of inactivity, and Ben Nesbitt, the publisher, instructs his corps of record pluggers to start high blood pressure sales methods within the industry. Get cracking, boys. Leave no stone unturned, no moss ungathered. I'll hide in here. The people to interest are luminaries like famous British band leader Joe Lotz. He'll like it. So will famous British Marian Ryan, well-known pop singer, of whom it has been said that she's just good friends. She likes it.
I like it.
She likes it. Third partner in this sales trinity is the disc jockey, who will announce himself.
Mr. Costa, Mr. Costa. What am I talking about? That's me. Oh, hello. You plugging something?
Certainly not, Jim. I just want to ask you a couple of well-known questions, and in that order.
Well, I've only got about a minute.
And that's all you're going to get. Now then, to a disc jockey like yourself, what do you consider as the most important thing about a popular song?
Well, you know, that's a very interesting question. I thought a lot about this question. What was it again? Yeah, you just said that, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you. This is what I think is very important. First of all, it should appeal to the kids, you know, the teenagers. And in the second place, it should appeal to the mums and dads. And in the third place, because I got slung out the first place, you see, I didn't like the landlady, it should appeal to me. And you know, I've never heard a song like that yet. Have you got one?
And there you have it. The song's published, it's recorded, it's going to be plugged, and you now are the arbiters of its fate. So, Crompton and Jones can leave for the south of France and have themselves a square meal. Only, of course, it won't be square. Or can they? One song does not a French summer make. And anyhow, within them burns fiercely an urge to compose. Here are two men locked in song. Yes, folks, you've guessed it. They aspire to write a new melody, one even better than Treasure Island. Here it comes.
My darling, I love you. I love you so much.
Hello?
I long for your kisses, your tender touch.
Wait till his mum hears about this.
No, it stinks.
Okay. See you in the morning.
But what's this? Are these his sacrificial offerings to his muse? 1 packet of detergent, 3 ounces Chinese lentils, small brown loaf, 1 bottle of books. Pajamas? Pajamas? Of course, folks, it's bedtime. It can happen to the worst of us. Only the top half? He's going to sleep from the waist upwards, folks. But who's that? Has Morgan forgotten his piano?
Darling, I love you. Each hour of each day of each week.
I get it. You might have a gimmick there. Each week of each month.
Each month.
Don't sing it, for Pete's sake, don't sing it. Give me that. Play it.
So as one song is born, another is conceived. It is Genesis, birth and rebirth. Alone in a room, the English ex-painter and decorator, the Welsh pianist and a German upright unite in happy harmony. Music is truly international. Surely then, the efforts of these two men provide not only a message of hope for the musical amateurs of the contemporary world, but an example to the statesmen who guide our destinies.
Do you believe in the undead?
Into history. Not exactly.
Not only infringed Magna Carta, but most of the 10 Commandments as well.
Without one of those little things, you can't break the best ones.
You're the first, the only man on this planet with someone else's. Just had a little hospital treatment. But when I construct a Maserati, I like to think of it leaving garage from time to time. Show us some patience, for God's sake. We don't need to see the woman.
Howard Bennett has somebody else's Percy tomorrow at 10.
Is that good? Being like everybody? Isn't that the same as being nobody?
The Twilight Zone, weekdays at 9 on Bravo.
Are you putting money away for the future? When the time comes for your payout, how much can you look forward to? A cheque for £10,000? £15,000? Or even as much as £20,000, guaranteed? Well now, depending on how much you put aside each month over a fixed 11-year term, you could expect this much money or more. To find out how, just ring 0800 201 201 now and ask about the cash escalator from Sun Alliance. Put aside from £15 to £150 a month and you're guaranteed a cash lump sum in 11 years' time. No risks, no gambles. And on top of that, there are bonuses. Your share of the profits from Sun Alliance's Life Fund. And with premiums increasing by 10% every year, your money grows even faster. So why not call 0800 201 201 now? We'll ask you a few simple questions and then prepare a personal illustration showing how much your cash payout could be. There's no obligation and no salesman will call. With your illustration, we'll send your first free gift, this stylish pen. And when you start, this answer machine is also yours, free. Start with £25 a month or more, and you also qualify for a weekend break for 2. So call now on 0800 201 201 and ask about the cash escalator from Sun Alliance. Your call is free, and you're under no obligation at all.
Okay, here comes your night to remember!
It's all part of the growing experience. And this is one place you'll experience growing more than others.
Get out of here.
Oh, damn. It can shape a young man.
Amy, she just said hi to you. Yeah, but did you see the way she said hi to me?
Oh,
It can introduce him to emotions he never knew existed.
oh, it turned me on.
They are the formative personal events which transform an innocent college student into a responsible, dignified citizen ready to play his part in society.
Okay, let me see your driver's license.
It's when a boy becomes a man. Porky's, Tuesday at 10. The men of Triple Lambda are going to get their own bet. Revenge of the Nerds, Thursday at 10.
You need a mortgage you can feel at home with. That's why TSB will always try to put together a mortgage that's as individual as you are. So when you find a house that's really you, you know where to come for a mortgage, don't you? TSB, we want you to say yes.
If I'm cold, I'll turn up the heat. I don't care about global warming.
We should fit proper draft excluders.
Oh, don't start.
We're paying to heat this house twice. Once to heat the room and once to heat the draft. Look, we must fit draft excluders.
We could get a bigger cat.
Cutting down drafts is just one way to cut your heating bills. For more, call this number.
A new kind of 2-in-1. Clear. The first ever clear 2-in-1 from Timotei. With cucumber to cleanse and aloe vera to smooth. To leave your hair feeling lighter and fresher than you could ever expect. New Timotei Clear 2-in-1 for lighter, fresher feeling hair.
New Dolmio chicken casserole sauces use the best Mediterranean ingredients to bring out the best in chicken. So you can make the best tasting chicken casseroles like our red wine and mushroom. New Dolmio chicken casserole sauces. Only the best will do.
If you're moaning, mouthing, nice to know. When you stand real close, it tells you so.
Take that as a warning. Gotta stop whatever's forming. Aquafresh.
Aquafresh, not only fresh.